Hello everyone, in this video I'd like to show you how to install the mutual fund screener for Google Sheets. So locate the sheet in Google Drive, open it with Google Sheets. Let's wait for it to load. You'll now see that the screener has got three sheets: inputs, annual returns, and the screener. Now you can go to Tools, Script Editor. This will open a new script editor window. There's a file called code.gs with 3 lines. Delete those. Now open code.gs in a notepad. Select all, copy, and paste it here. Save it. You can give any name. Let's say VRMFSCR. Click OK. Now go to Run and click on Open. This will ask you for authorization. Continue. Now the app will want to manage your spreadsheets and connect to an external service. The external service is of course Value Research. This will only manage this particular spreadsheet. The privacy of the remaining sheets in your Google Drive will not be affected in any way, so you can allow it. Now once that's done, if you go back to the Google Sheet, you should now see a menu item here which says CSV report. Now before you use it, I suggest you type in the Value Research username here, enter your password here, and you can select the fund category that you want. Pretty much all the Value Research fund categories are here. You can choose whatever you want. I'll choose equity large cap and leave it at that. And this is a reference rank for grading funds. In terms of return rank, I'll come to this when I explain the screener. So let this be 15. You can change it whatever you want once you're comfortable with using the sheets. So once these inputs are done, I'm not putting these inputs because I don't want to show you my username and password. So that's kept somewhere else. So you will have to enter it though. Go to CSV report and click get data. Now you will see a report status here, and there should not be any error message here. It should say getting CSV query 1 and script done. You can see here there's a progress bar here that also should it's calculating all the formulas. Let it do it. Let's give it a little bit of time. That's working on the screen sheet. But in the meantime, you can close this report status and look at the annual returns. So this is the annual returns data extracted from Value Research. This is the fund, and you can see the rating here that will not be used. So these are annual returns for the last 12 years. That is from 2004 onwards to 2015. So these are annual returns for the last 12 years. Now that is calculated. Now you can go to the screener sheet. This is a large sheet, so you'll have to wait for it to show. There you are. That's the fund, and those are the 12 annual returns listed again. Notice that the data filter tool is activated here. We'll come to that in a second. Now this is the 12-year CAGR, 11-year, 10, 9, 8 up to the last year. So these are last 12 years CAGRs, and these are basically the years for which the data is available. If it's 12, that means the fund is at least 12 years old. If it is 5, that means the fund is only about 5 years old, and so on. So this is the years for which the annual return data is available. And now let's look at these three screens. Let's just make this a little visible. I think it's I should do it. Yeah. So there are now three basic screens here. These are rankings in CAGRs. the first rank in terms of 12-year CAGRs, let's say 10-year CAGR, and all the way 10 from 12 to all the way to 1. And this is consistency in all the 12-year rankings, 12-year, 11-year, 10-year, and so on. All the 12-year CAGRs, the fund, if the fund has been above 15, in the top 15, then this is the consistency. For example, this is 100% for Birla Sun Life Frontline Equity. It's been always in the top 15 for this data set that we have selected. Now you can do a filter here. Click on this, filter by condition, choose greater than, choose a wider filter. Don't use something narrow. If you click 100%, then the number of funds may be less. But for large cap, you can afford to click 100%. Maybe, I think there are many funds there. But let's say it's 80%, about 80% ranking consistency. So click on that. So these are all the funds which have been in the top 15 when their 12-year, 11-year, 10-year CAGR, etc., up to 1 year CAGRs are considered. So you can see Birla Sun Life is 100%, Franklin Blue Chip is 83%. So 83% of the times it's been in the top 15 and so on. So that's consistency. You can remove this filter and set up a new filter, or you can set up a filter in addition to this filter. Now, this one here, it tells you the consistency with which the fund's 12-year to 1 year CAGRs has been above the category average. So you can notice that if you choose above 80% in this one, it's almost all the funds are 100% here except one, UGI Master Share. Then so you can click on this as well. For example, you can choose filter by condition, and since it's all 100%, I'll choose 100%. Otherwise, sorry, here's greater than 95%. Do that. Now you can see everything is 100. So this is a dual filter. This is an AND condition. This filter and that filter, or you can remove that and choose whatever you want. Now the last one is a particular fund's annual return being above average. So the annual return of 2004 above average than the category, 2005 above average, and so on. So if you look at this Birla Sun Life Frontline Equity, it's been 100% in all the three. That's not a bad fund to choose, isn't it? So this is a very simple way to screen mutual funds. Of course, this is looking at the past performance, but a fund with a decent track record, I think, is a good bet to invest in. And so, especially for investors who don't know how to look at the mutual fund portfolio and judge the quality of stocks, I think this is a reasonably good way to screen mutual funds. So that's the way you can use the screener. Note that if you go back here and change this category, let's say I'm going to use equity mid cap now. Go back to CSV report, get data. Now, if you go back here to the screener, it's still calculating. It will change now. Just give it a second. Now you can see these are the new funds. I think it's still calculating. There's something more to do. I think it's still calculating the filters. Let's just wait. Google Sheets is not as fast as Excel, but it's pretty okay. So that's done now. Now, in this case, the new funds have come, and the filter that you used last time is still here. Sometimes what will happen is, if the filter is on, you will not see any fund. So if you want to see the full list, you will need to go back here, choose this none, click OK. Then you see a few more funds, and then you got to go back here, then none, and that will give you the full list. So if you don't see any funds in this screener sheet, just remove this filter, and then you should be able to see it. So that's how the screener should be used. Let me know your feedback after using this. Just to acknowledge, the code.js was the script available online was modified by Ramesh Venugopal, and he sent me this a script so that I can build this code. Thank you so much for Ramesh's efforts, and see you again in another video. Bye bye.